Hello, Mr. Swisky.
Ah, hey there. Hi. Good
Hello.
afternoon.
Thanks
Great.
for you too.
Great. I'm doing okay. Just came in. I was outside walking. I was outside a little while ago. It's pretty nice outside today.
Oh,
A little cool, but nice. Nice for walking. Yeah.
is it cold?
A little, yeah, I don't know, zero, maybe 0 degrees.
Oh,
Doesn't feel that cold though. Because I was walking, and when you're walking, you get warm because you're,
yeah.
walking, right? So I don't think it was that cold. Felt nice. Nice for
Okay.
walking. Yeah. Yeah, other than that, about the same. Nothing else happening here. So, so what are you up to this weekend?
Um, this weekend, I've gone to my courses that I have to go, and I've studied for a little bit, like, um, for 12 hours or something, um, for these 2 days, and I've visited and I'm feasting. The Ramadan have changed, so I have to feast, and that's all actually.
You're studying for what? For
For my exams and the other kinds of stuffs.
oh, exam. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. Well, studying never ends. You'll be doing that
Yeah,
for the rest of your life. You study. Every everybody studies. You never stop studying. Never stop. Well, learning. I should say learning. You never stop learning. Always learning stuff.
yeah,
The word they just people just change the words from study to like research.
yes, yes, yes.
Call it research. Have to do some research. Uh, but it's like learning something. Yeah. Well, hey,
Yeah.
where did I think I probably asked you before? Where did you get your chair from?
Actually, it's right that say A. I
Say,
don't know where. We have a seller called Trendyol at here. Like, it's like Timu and the other kind of e sellers.
oh, online. You bought it online.
Yeah, and actually, it's not that much expensive.
Oh, reasonable, reasonably priced.
Yeah.
Do they have different colors?
Yes, actually,
Yeah.
they are. They have black and what? Black and orange or something like that.
Oh,
They have some other kind of colors, but I don't remember that much.
oh. Is it comfortable?
Yeah, we can say not that much, but actually,
You had it a long time.
yeah, it's kind of 1 year or something.
Oh,
Not that much long, actually.
oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, people sit a lot, right? A lot of people sit all the time, and they're sitting
Yes,
and sitting.
actually.
So I guess you want to sit in a comfortable chair if you have to sit. I use regular kitchen chair. I'm in the kitchen, so I use my kitchen
Oh,
chair. Yeah, just a regular wooden chair. It's a wooden, old wooden chair. Yeah,
I know actually. The wooden
like old
chairs
wooden chair.
is
Yeah,
so I don't know. They look so perfect.
yeah. It's just a regular chair. I think if you sit too much, you get. It doesn't matter what kind of a chair you're in. If you sit too much, you, you eventually get tired of sitting. I think
Yeah.
so. No matter even if you're sitting in a comfortable chair, it's still going to be after a while you want. I know you'll want to get up and move around. I think.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's I see a lot of people they have chairs like yours a little bit when I talk to people that A lot of the people that have a chair like that, they work on the computer all the time, like doing something online. So they're sitting a lot. So they have a chair. There are lots of. I think that was a big business during the COVID time. I think
Yeah,
chair business,
actually.
because people were sitting more and they wanted to get a good
Yeah.
chair, so they bought
They're
chairs.
seeing more and more, so
It
they
was
have
probably a
to
big.
take better chairs.
Yeah, it was probably a good time for the chair company
Yeah.
manufacturing chairs. Wow. Oh. You buy a lot of stuff online?
No, actually, not that much. Like something from technology and maybe violin or something.
What's a popular website for online?
At here we say Trendyol. That's I'm typing.
Trendio?
Yeah, this one.
Trendio. Oh,
Um, it's some. It must be some like trend route
oh, hmm,
because it sells the thing that's popular.
right. Oh, I guess so. I think, why does people buy it? Either they know the name or somebody tells them the name, or like any product, people recommend
Yeah,
something, or they buy it and because they read a review and the review was good, or maybe that a lot of companies have a feedback section.
yeah, actually,
So when you buy something, you can read the feedback. People write stuff and they send
yeah.
feedback.
The feedbacks is important for me actually. How like
Oh,
when you're going to take something and the feedbacks are so worse, that means um this thing is worse either.
the feedback is not good, you mean?
The feedbacks are good actually.
Oh,
Good for us, not for seller.
oh, yeah. Well, yeah. Well, it could be good for the seller too if they get a lot of good feedback.
Yeah,
Then if they get negative feedback and bad feedback, then it's not so good. People read the negative feedback, they won't want to buy the
actually,
product.
like I don't know, are they doing that there? But at here they can write with other accounts. The sellers are writing feedbacks from other accounts, so
Oh, the
they
sellers
are
write their own feedback.
yeah. So
Oh, really?
the material looks like so perfect.
Oh, so there's a way of tricking the feedback system. You can
Yeah,
write some kind of recommendation or something, and uh, hmm,
it's bad actually.
well, yeah. If you could, I guess that's possible. I guess you have to, but you have to have an account. Usually, those companies you have to have an account with the company to do
Yeah,
that. I think, and then
but
anybody
they
can open an
open a
account.
new
I guess.
account.
Yeah. I guess that's possible. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know what kind of information you need to open an account, but probably some
it's
information.
not that much hard.
Uh, Maybe there's some way of getting around, of doing that too. I don't know. Computer computer people can figure stuff out how to get around
Yeah,
systems, and yeah, sometimes it's possible.
I've seen that a person is shipping a computer. Like uh, the A seller is the real seller that everyone have took from, and B seller is drop shipping it, and he
Right.
takes every feedback and the other kinds of stuffs.
Mm,
So it looks like he sells his material.
right. Yeah. Well, that's business. There's a lot of competition. I think a lot of companies
Yeah,
selling the same kind of product. They have to stand out and make it. One way is getting recommendations or feedback, and then I don't know. actually advertising it on websites is good, I guess, but I think you have to pay for that. It's not free, so.
Actually, dropshipping is which 1 minute
Some
drop.
of it's free, but sometimes advertising, they have to pay to put it on some
Um,
website or
the Shopify is $1 per month actually.
for a membership.
Yeah,
Oh,
so you can drop shop whatever you want.
hmm. Yeah. Well, I know some. I think some places leaving feedback is a business. No,
Yeah,
they
yeah,
they
yeah.
pay people to leave
They
feedback.
can pay.
It's like pay people to leave feedback for products. Yeah, yeah.
It's
Sometimes they
nearly
use the
same
product. Sometimes they don't use the
like
product, but they maybe they know about the product, but they don't use it.
yeah.
Uh, I don't know. I guess that system. No, there's no perfect system. So there's always going to be some glitch, something that some way of getting around the system.
Yeah.
Yeah. And people probably, they don't really know. You read a message, you think, probably was sent by somebody, but maybe it wasn't.
Yeah.
Maybe it's like some automatic system sending feedback. I think they can figure that out. I think they know if it's a real person or not. I think, but so it has to be a person.
Actually, like, uh, how can they? They are seeing that the material, well, like, when they took it and the material isn't the same like they have said. Like I've seen today, she said that the material isn't same, so the feedbacks are bots, like uh, given by somebody else.
Mm, yeah, I guess it's not depends on the website. I guess some of them are more careful about how they accept feedback or accept
Yeah.
information, or some are not so careful. Social media, it's pretty open. I think you can say anything you want, pretty much.
Yes.
Comments. Yeah.
It's like that.
Mm. We talked. What did we talk? Last time we talked about horses, didn't we? We talked about horses.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Training wild horses. Did we finish that? I think we. I don't know if we finished that or not.
We, I think so. We didn't finish it.
We didn't finish it. Or we finished it.
I remember that we didn't. I think it's two
Oh.
parts or something,
Oh.
and we are finished the first, and we are at seconds.
Writing debate. 5,000 years ago,
Yeah.
something like that. Study when horses were in the Western 1600s. This is the. I think this is talking about the Spanish. Horses were in America in the West by early 1600. That's a long time ago. 1600.
Yeah. 16s.
Yeah, Spanish.
Last time.
Spanish.
The Spanish horses are fast.
Well, they came from Spain. A lot of the horses, most of the horses in the U.S., the bigger ones anyway. I don't. Maybe there were smaller horses here, but the bigger ones all came from Spain.
Oh,
Originally from South, they were taken to South America. They took them on ships, right? I think they must have been on the ships. This is long ago,
yeah.
right? They put them on ships, and then when they arrived, they took the horses off the ship. They must have had a lot of food for the horses on the ships.
Yeah, actually.
Ships were not that big. How many horses can they put on a ship? Uh, and then they took them to South America, and then they used them for their. I think it was the the military, right? Spanish,
Yeah, could be.
and then they those horses migrated north. They ended up going north to Central America. That's crazy how they got all the way from Central America all the way through Mexico and all the way up into the northwest.
They came a long way, actually.
Yeah, it's pretty amazing, really, how they could go so far. And why would they do it? You know, why wouldn't they just stay in one place? Maybe the climate is too hot. Maybe maybe they don't like the climate.
Could be, actually.
Spain is more dry, I think, and South America is more humid. Isn't it more humid? I think it's more humid.
Yeah.
It's nice smoking horse. And then and that's when the Native American people, they got the horses and they used them. They were actually from the Spanish though.
Mm. I don't know. They look strong, actually.
Look strong.
Yeah, like the first horses, the white one, looks
Right.
strong enough.
Yeah. Well, there's so many kinds of horse. You know, I was looking at horses at one time. I remember reading this thing about horses. There are lots of horses, different kinds of horses,
Oh,
not just one kind of horse. There are many kinds of horses. They changed. I don't know how were bred to other horses or whatever, but the ones I think according to what I read, the ones in North America were small. They were really small, like ponies. They were really little. And then the Spanish brought the large horses, the bigger horses.
oh,
And they're used for farming, for pulling plows and all this stuff. Some of the horses are really strong. They were bred for pulling wagons and working on the farm. Not for riding so much, but for pulling. That's why when you buy a car or you buy a truck or some kind of gasoline engine or even maybe electric engine too, when when you want to say how big the engine is for
they
power,
say HP,
they use
horsepower.
horsepower. Horsepower, yeah, 1 horsepower, 2 horse. It's like 250 horsepower in an engine. That means 250 horses. Same as 250 horses. I don't know how you calculate that. I guess there's a way of doing it, but
Um,
torque.
it's right that one horse is 50 kilometers per hour, like 30 miles per second.
What is that again? 1 horse is what?
One horse can run 50 kilometers per hour.
50, oh, 50 really, 50 per hour. Oh,
Yeah,
but they get tired after a while, don't they?
yeah,
They will
actually.
get tired, I think, and eventually have to stop or slow
They're like
down.
human. After you use full power, you have you start to get tired and slow down.
Yeah, they have to walk it off. Yeah, but yeah, that's what racing. The horse racing is just for speed,
Yeah.
not for power so much, but more speed. Uh, yeah, and the Native American groups, the biggest Native American group, the one that became really big in the Southwest, in Texas and New Mexico, is the Comanche.
Comanche.
The Comanche tribe was huge. They were from all the way from the whole Southwest,
Oh,
part of California, New Mexico, Texas, that whole area there was all Comanche. Comanche tribe.
yeah,
They were the biggest. And the reason was the horses. They had horses before the other tribes had horses. Uh,
Are there any other types of horse at US?
U.S. has like what's there? There's a couple of different kinds of horses. The one they use for the ranching with like a cowboy. Where they used it for ranching with cows and stuff. That's called a quarter horse.
Quarter horse.
Quarter horses, yeah, the quarter horses are trained to work with cows, separate the cows,
Oh,
herd the cows. The horse does it by itself. You don't have to do it. The horse will do it. They're trained for herding cattle. And I don't know what the trait of the quarter horse. I think they're pretty tall. It's a pretty tall horse, but they're very I don't know. They're maneuvering. They know how to maneuver the cows. I know they can be trained to to chase cows or move them around. And I don't know where they can. I don't know why they're called quarter horses, but that's a popular one. And there are other ones too. I don't know the names of all the horses, but there are a lot of different horses. Appaloosa, the Appaloosa is the Native Americans used to ride Appaloosa. Appaloosa has
Oh,
different spots, lots of spots.
oh,
Yeah. The famous Appaloosa, the sign of an Appaloosa. One of the popular ones was on the back of the horse. It's got a white, I don't know, they call it a blanket, but it's white. The fur is white in the back,
oh.
and some spots. White. It's usually black with some spots, with white spots. That's Appaloosa. Appaloosas were the tribes. They rode Appaloosas.
Oh,
It's There are a lot of those.
they look
Appaloosa is a
perfect
popular horse.
actually.
I'm sorry.
They look perfect.
It's a big horse. Appaloosas. Most of them, I think, are pretty tall. Appaloosa. Yeah, my uncle had two horses. I remember we used to on my uncle's farm. He had horses. He had one Appaloosa.
Oh,
Appaloosa horse. Yeah. Yeah, we used to ride it.
it's right that they can um, get about um, 144 centimeters tall and weight from 1,000 to 1,100 pounds. It's something like 450 and 500 kilograms.
Yeah, they're pretty big. Horses are pretty strong. They're
Yeah,
really powerful. Yeah, they seem and they can run. The running thing is really interesting. If you ride a horse and it runs, you can feel the power underneath. You hold on tight because they can run really fast. Yeah, and they can stop and turn, and so you have to be careful, right? So
yeah,
they have a way of running, and to stay balanced, right? So they don't run in a hole or something. They're pretty smart to, to maneuver.
I've
Yeah.
seen that like it's right Persian horse and it's something like 19 inch, so tall, and it's huge actually.
The size of the horse.
Yeah, it looks huge.
Yeah. Well, they got bigger and bigger and bigger. Yeah. Archaeology is history, too. So yeah, here Comanche.
Oh, Comanche.
That was the biggest tribe in the south of the U.S.
Oh,
Comanche tribe. There's other tribes too, Lakota and Pawnee, but the
mm.
Comanche, that was the one big tribe, domesticated. So they live with people together, domesticated.
Hmm. I don't know. Using a horse isn't that much important at this kind of earth. If
What was that
you
again? That
if you
horse.
don't have any farm or something, horse doesn't mean that much to think because I don't know. Um, like you say, the police are using horse, but the students are mostly using cars and motorcycles.
Well, some places use horses in the U.S. in some cities like Chicago and New York and Louisiana and New Orleans, and they ride horses, but they do it in parades, and then they use it for crowd control.
Oh,
When there's a big crowd, people,
okay.
because horses are big, they can push people out of the way. And they're trained really well, so they won't move. They'll only do what they're told. So if they're told to move forward, the horse will go forward. So they use them for crowd control. That's one reason, I think. And I don't know. It's like there was a tradition of that in the U.S. to have horses the police had horses, so they still do it. They have a group with horses. They use them in parades, I think, and crowd
I,
control sometimes.
I
Sometimes not.
heard that the Englands are using horses for the English soldiers using horses for looks strange.
Well, they do it. That's tradition in England, I think. The horses there, they like when
Yeah.
the royal family in England ride around or something. They have horses pulling a carriage and all this stuff, and they're riding horses. But it's more like for a parade or celebrating some event or some holiday or I don't know, something like that. That's when they ride horses. It's like a traditional thing. I think it's just a ceremonial system, way of, I don't know, keeping the tradition going, I guess. I think there's a game called polo. You know polo?
Oh yeah, yeah. The
They ride
England.
the horse and they have a stick and
Yeah.
a ball. They hit the ball with that stick. That's actually an old game, but
Oh.
they play it in. I think it's known that like wealthy people play that game because the horses are expensive and
Oh
I mean
yeah.
and the game is hard to play. You got to ride horses while you're playing it, so it's expensive. And it's not a popular sport to watch. You don't see a lot of people watching polo,
Yeah.
but they do play it, and those horses are trained for that. But I think they do it in England more than other countries. They have polo. They always had pictures of the guy that's the king of England now, Charles. His name is Charles, right?
Yeah.
Charles.
Must be.
Yeah. He used to play polo.
Oh.
I remember seeing pictures of him when he was younger. He was playing polo. Yeah. So it was
Oh, actually.
like a royal royalty would play polo, not the average people. But that game, there's a game in I don't know Afghanistan or some countries. They played this game with not with a stick so much, but they had a animal. They would carry the animal, and they had an animal, and they would have to carry it, and then they have to take it to the top of this hill or something. I can't
Oh.
remember. I watched a movie once like that, and that's what they did. It was a game they played with horses, and it was like a race, but I think it was a goat, and they were carrying the goat. It was dead, right? The goat's like a goat skin, and they carry that goat, and then the one person has it, and they try to keep it, and the other people try to take it away. Right? That's the game. I don't know what it was called, but I remember
Interesting,
seeing it.
actually.
Yeah, some countries they have games with horses like that. Because that's what people do. They have the horse. They use it for working, and then they use it for make up a game, right? Racing, just
Yeah.
racing the horse, or polo. Hitting a ball with the horse, or people try to do stuff with horses, play games. Yeah. I've been to a horse race in Japan. When I lived in Japan, I went to the horse race in Kyoto. Of course, they have a horse track. I think the oldest horse racing track is in Kyoto. I went to that horse track.
Oh.
And yeah, the horses are really, they look different. They look like racing horses. It was fun though. It was interesting to watch.
Is
A
it
lot
in
of people
Joe?
there too. There were a lot of people watching those horses. They
Oh.
really like watching horse racing, and that's one of the only you can bet money on the horses to see which one wins. Japan gambling is basically illegal except for horse racing and bicycle racing and speedboat racing. You can gamble.